Hello world, Rib MC here. Just a regular Iowa boy trying to make some changes. If I can pass on some information to help, that's what I'm trying to do. So today I'd like to talk a little bit about enricheners, commonly known as a choke. Why? Because you're choking off the air. What that does is, there's a air ratio mixture at startup. One of them is based on your jetting and your elements. One of them is how much air that can get in there. And that ratio, if you take away some of the air, even though the fuel amount is still the same, the percentage of fuel in that mix is higher. So you've enriched the mix. You've created a situation where you have more fuel and less air. Now this motorcycle here is fuel injected, but for visual aid, I'm going to use it. Now on a carbureted bike, if you're running like an S&S carburetor, S&SE happens to be one of my favorite. Yeah, E as in Echo happens to be one of my favorite carburetors, most versatile in my opinion. But a lot of times what you're going to see is a air cleaner element inside this teardrop on the side of the bike. It's going to be about, it's going to look something like that. My proportions are going to be different, but you're going to see that on the side of the bike. And then as you get closer, you're going to see this little tab. I'm just holding the bracket here. I got it at the hardware store. But it's going to look something like this. It's going to be a little ear sticking up on the back of that teardrop. And as you pull that up, you're enriching the mix. You're saying, cut off the air, let the fuel come in at the rate it wants to. The more you lower that back to a running state, you're getting back into your jetting and air filter element running as tuned. This overrides the tune. This runs as tuned. So if you're getting on a cold start, turn your enrichener way on, a lot of gas, a little bit of air. That's how they start better. Now another version of this, if you don't run the teardrop and you run something like what I've got here, just an open element, you can take this little, this replaces the trigger style enrichener, and it has little calibration units in here. It's got like little steppers. So there's like halfway and there's fully enriching. There, you heard it snap back there. So if you set it right there to full enriching, there, so it's on the top rung, full enriching. Oh, now it went back to running state. So there's a medium setting, and then there's full enriching. And that's really about the only two options you get here. But most of the time it's just full enriching and then shut it off to run. So those are your two options for the enrichener. Tune in for episode 2. I'll tell you how to use it. There's some fine stuff going on in there. You can make it work to your advantage during a cold start. Good luck to you. Peace.